The Second War of the Beard has begun, and the campaign is already a bloody mess. Imrik, in all of his pride and honor, refuses to submit, and we'll see these people conquered. The Phoenix Crown has been returned, and soon, all the gold of the dwarves who dug too greedily will belong to the Elves. We begin today with a battle. The dwarves are coming to attack us once again. Let's see what we can do when it comes to defending our own. The dwarves are pushing hard, and what's rather curious about what's happening is that we've got Skaven towers. We're elves underground defending a dwarf hold that we've conquered using Skaven technology. I don't know how to feel about any of this, and I'm not okay with it. Now, they have a large army, but we have fairly upgraded towers, which is always a huge boon. Imrik the Dragontamer. He knows what must be done. They've got to exchange blows today. Sometimes you just gotta go into a slugfest. You gotta Elf Tyson it out and just start punching. But Grombrindle is here. He's attempting to take what does not belong to him. Evidently, we have his hair gel, and he's rather protective of that. But there he goes right now, coming to the front gate. Grombrindle, you shouldn't be here. He's still running, though. He's not done yet. And look at that. Our elves are overhead, watching over all of them. Now he's at the front gate, and we can zoom out again. We're going to bring out some silver helms later, and naturally, we've got Brewer, our protector of life, our dragon that we gained from combat, from totally not Pokemon battling. There goes our dragon now. And dwarfs are now going to be killed. A lot of them. All the while, we can go after their gyrocopters. They do have a lot of cannon way back over here. That's where we're hitting them. They have more units on the way. I like whenever their towers are destroyed, they lose their head. That's pretty funny. Got some archers still attacking them way down there. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit and get a better perspective of what's going on. I'm feeling in proper form today. I feel like I'm in a good place, so I hope you enjoyed today's part because it's going to be action-packed. I have so many battles for all of you, and they're going to be magnificent. All right, so we go back down and we can see what's happening. They're using one of their towers to launch on in. Their artillery has gotten quite a few kills. Grom is still trying to break open the front gates. But what can they do? My Lothern Sea Guard, my dragon, everything that I have tells me that victory will come for us. There will be losses too. It was bound to happen eventually. There's their Thunderers now shooting at us. We're still hitting all of our cannon crews. My Silver Helms are now charging across. I wanted to try to avoid some friendly fire, but unfortunately you can't just turn off the towers. I was trying to redirect a few of them to other targets. Let's go look over here though. All of my Lothern Sea Guard have been able to shoot what they could. Now they're just fighting in melee combat because sometimes you just got to do that. Over here, my Silver Helms are getting some friendly fire done to them, but they are charging into the ranks of these crewmen. These crew dwarves. Crew Dawi. Crew Sunties? And so they fight, and explosions are happening. There's a lot to kill today. Oh, they just sent one dwarf flying. There's the friendly fire that I was talking about, but we did manage to take on a lot of their crews, and so that's a significant portion of the battle now over. Look at how exquisite everything looks. The colors are popping, the dwarves are dying, the elves are winning, just as the makers intended. Now here's a bunch of crossfire on one group of ranged units. Grombrindle's like, "Let me in! I need my gel!" No gel for you, Grombrindle. Now, way over here, we've got some more Lothern Sea Guard who are pushing down some miners. Blasting charges are quite effective, but they have an Area 1 to utilize today. All right, Dragon's back out there. A good Dragon's Breath attack would be nice. I know they have their gyrocopters and other tidbits like that, but look at that beautiful dragon. Nice horns. Oh, great. Hot air. How damaging. You can see how dramatic the lighting is here. I completely love it. All right. Let's move out again, friends. The Silver Helms are moving back. Many of them were slain, but they're able to move back now. They were able to capture a few towers, which is why they're being rendered limited in their numbers now by such attacks from my foes. Tactically, I just had to stand still and just kind of go after artillery and hit what I could. Oh my god. Look at this battle. We've got gyrocopters and a nice dragon's breath ripping right through them. Thank you, Brewer. 36 kills for Brewer. What Brewer wants, Brewer gets. There's a lot of them over here too. Eventually they're going to break. I know they shall break. And look who's over here fighting. Our prince. Our brand new prince. 40 kills. He's a mighty prince at that. He's a mighty prince indeed. We've got White Lions of Crace who are going to now move into battle. I've gotten their artillery. There's like one crewman over there. Over here, there's also one. Oh, there was one. I made him vanish. Elf magic. Our prince has 49 kills now. If there's anything that guy can do, it's dwarf killing. He's got a shield and a sword. He was like, stab. Get stabbed on, nerd. And so more of them are now having to flee. Brewer continues to attack. And Brewer alone makes such a dramatic difference for me. To have such a powerful dragon. Let's have a look at that real quick. 480 weapon strength. 46 melee attack. 96 leadership. 44 kills total. Now that's nice. That's shiny. We're using our little passive ability to kind of get some magic coming on in. She's fighting a runesmith right now who has 0 kills. And the battle is nearly over. Drumbrindle, did you make it through the gate? Nope, we didn't quite make it through the gate.
My gel!
No gel for you. No gel for you. But the battle is now over. They are now wavering. They are beginning to flee. Between the dragon, the magic, the arrows, the spears, and the elves, they couldn't win. And we have won today. That is only our initial battle. I've got over here all of my Lothern Sea Guard. And of course, we've got nothing but more dwarves to contend with. They've got their multitude of towers. And unfortunately, an onslaught of firepower that I cannot hope to match. Gyrocopters, long beards, everything they need to win. That is intimidating. Let's go back over here. We can see how many more are coming to fight us. It shan't be an easy battle, but we're still going to fight. We'll fight and fight until we're no more. Unfortunately, that is very likely to happen today. We're only getting a few kills. Dwarves are durable. They can take a lot of damage, a lot of punishment from our ranged attacks. And so we do our best. Lothern Sea Guard, they're unleashing a few more volleys. They are so far from Lothern. It's interesting that we would have so many in our garrisons. They're like, hold on, I don't even want to be out here. Why am I serving out here? It would be interesting to be able to like pick your own garrison formats, but of course, I mean, that could get cheesy, but you could have like a point system so you wouldn't just be able to like spam a certain type. But there they are at that front gate. And what a cool looking front gate it is. Yeah, they should be able to break it down quickly. I'm staying in a more cinematic view because really tactically, again, there's not a lot of nuance here. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to stand on these walls and kill what I can. There she is, trying to fight. Unfortunately, she has a bow, and I've never really had great success with the hybrid leaders for the elves. What a gorgeous model, though. Maybe if I had her stand, or, like, I don't know, just shoot from way over here, maybe she would have had a better shot. Haha. But I don't really know. Maybe some of you have some advice for that. I don't mind. I like advice. I need to find out if there's a mod for variation for the Slayers. In terms of the Slayer standard group, I don't mean as in, you know, Giant Slayers or whatever, Troll Slayers. Because I would love to see more variation between them all. At least visual variation. Maybe even different pants. Different pants would work too. The White Lions of Crace continue to slay. These are some gorgeous, gorgeous cloaks. But not even they can win this one today. Oh, a beheading. I'm going to beheading over here now. More Lothern Sea Guard. They're just trying to fend off a lot. And standard archers too. I've got some standard archers, but look at that. They are firing so many volleys at me. and I have very little to offer them, which upsets me deeply. Just a flash of gunpowder and a dead elf at the end of that bullet. And not to mention all the gyrocopters too. Here comes my Phoenix Guard, and they're very good and very cool. I love how these guys can fight in melee. What is going on? We got one, right? Yeah, one just crashed. Kind of a strange one, but all right. And so the gyrocopters loom overhead. What a dangerous job. They've broken most of my defenses over on the right flank. I'm going to zoom out now and we can have a good look at what's happening. So they broke in. They've got more units coming in too. I'm just defending what I can on the walls. My leader is unfortunately falling apart. She's going to die here today. And they are just coming in. My Silver Helms are being hit by artillery, or were hit by artillery. I've got some Lothern Sea Guard who are moving back. But there's so little that I can do right now. It's a done deal. Their cannons, if we look at their cannons real quick, 31 kills, 29 kills, 11 kills, and nearly 50 kills, 46 kills on that last one. They are ripping through my Phoenix Guard. Oh, that flame though, like right as he struck. Let's have a look at them real quick. Quit trying to incinerate them, it's rude. There is so much chaos in this one battle. We got another one. See, my hope is just to weaken them enough. If I can weaken him to the point where he's going to have a hard time rebuilding, then I'll have probably a fairly ample opportunity to keep attacking. I've got to have a bigger onslaught than he has. I'll have 2 stacks total. I didn't want to pay for 2, but I've got to have 2 stacks total. Then we're just going to push and push and push until they're dead. It's one of those situations where there's no way to come out of it unbloodied. So I've got to ensure that I hit harder than he does. Oh, check out the variation on their helmets. And so the dwarves fight. And we have lost too many. My Great Eagle has done some damage, getting 18 kills, very little damage done. They've got gyrocopters who are just destroying us. My Noble has 13 kills. He's fighting on his own too. He's all alone. Fighting a lot of dwarf right now. You get him, man. You get him. Right through the ground. Phoenix Guard, they're still fighting. I feel like they should be unbreakable. But it looks like the battle's over. We've lost. Let's move on. There's a decisive defeat. 600 lost and 752 lost for me. We didn't lose nearly as many. We took out one group of their gyrocopters, and I knew that was going to go poorly. I mean, 2 armies, overwhelming firepower. That's what they're about today. Trait gained. Beardhammer, right? He did beat Grombrindle. I'll have to get him more units no matter what. Fire Prince made it. She did not make it. Aphelion was killed. That is cruel. All right. But I knew that there would be some manner of comeuppance scepter fighting those battles. Let's have a look around here. We lost Ash Ridge Mountains. That's 2 armies total. Wow. I can really only hold out over here. I can probably afford a mini army. Not like a major army, but a mini army. He's pretty strong. He's got perfect vigor. 15% ward save. All right. I'm going to give you some stuff to buff up your units, I think. I think you need to be a better commander. And I need some sword masters for sure. Some cheap archers would help. We'll get 4 of those for now. Oh man, look at the 2 armies over here. They're just booming inwards. They're here to take me over. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit closer myself.
Onward for Caledor.
I'm going to go straight over here to Mount Squighorn. The Dragon's Hold needs... Okay, we're building up proper walls. Good. I do make them a lot of money from that location, so that's also really good. Let's see, what else can I get over here? That would be nice. More growth. Sure. But also, let's see, a Tower of Mages. I have most of what I need. If I get that, that's for a noble. Alright, yeah, let's keep it simple. And keep our money up. I'll build something here later that is beyond a basic homestead. But I think that is fine. So he'll have to leave now. He'll have to leave and we'll just begin to conquer our way down to Karog Dron, hopefully. Grombrindle was defeated, so that was nice. And let's see. Yeah, just make more money, man. Just make more money. I can give you some more stuff too. I'm gonna give you, let's see, Everqueen's Court, Storm Riders. It's a lot of archers. A lot of very expensive units. Let's see, for diplomacy, there's not a lot I can really do right now. Where did your name go? She's like, huh, I don't know. Who really needs it? I don't need it. All right, let's see. Now we can end our turn. Here comes our attacks now. Imrik is about to destroy so many of them. There's one burning head. We're going to be using a series of dragon breath attacks and piercing bolts of burning. They have cannons, and they've got to be destroyed. So we're going to use our dragons extensively early on because we need to weaken them. Piercing bolts of burning. A lot of them are landing right on top of their cannons. We've taken some damage already. Liliana is using another dragon breath attack, killing hopefully a few dozen dwarfs. Look at how many are dead already through our spells and attacks. Later we'll bring out our army, but we've got a flame storm that's now ripping through at least a few of them. That's a lot of magic. It's not cheap, and I understand that. Here's another burning skull. She used her bind scale armor to debuff and immobilize them. And now it's time for Liliana to wreak havoc, as she is one to do, very often as well. Oh my god, all the flames. Imrik is mighty, but then there's Liliana. So we have a look again at what Imrik is doing. He's fighting in the middle, keeping them busy, using more piercing bolts of burning. Don't forget that he's got like 4 free spells of it. So we get to use just a multitude of spells. We got our other 2 dragons over here, keeping them busy. They're not taking a lot of damage. Chocolat does not take a lot of damage. Chocolat like chocolat. And we'll eat them all. Like they're candy. What a cool looking dragon, though. It's only a black dragon, and there goes a fiery convocation. The gyrocopters are hitting Imrik right now, dealing some damage. But now it's time to move up our main army. Our main army, we've got White Lions of Crace, we've got Dragon Princes too. We've got, of course, our spears, we've got our rangers. And over here, we've got our awesome Shadow Warriors. On the left flank, we're looking at Lutheran Sea Guard and one group of White Lions of Crace. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's plenty. It is plenty. The Dragon Princes have already charged up, going after cannon crews. And so they fall today. That'll be my narration voice. In a time long since past, there were elves. I don't know. All right, so we have the War Lions of Crace now that have 1 kill. If we look over here, more piercing bolts of burning, ripping through more thunderers. Tactically, there's not a lot of variation here. You're just watching me use a lot of active abilities, right? Now, I've got over here Warden Calendris, who's taking a lot of damage. He's fighting some Longbeards. My spears are now moving in. They're going to move in right over here, right into the middle to go fight some of their Longbeards. Here's another Dragon's Breath attack, straight from Liliana, who has 52 kills. Imrik has 67 kills. And I've also got my Lutheran Sea Guard, who are focusing their fire on some targets like these Longbeards. We've got over here on the right flank some Shadow Warriors, and they're mobile shooters. So I just want them to go after more crews and more units who are all kind of bulked up into general areas. My Lions and my Dragon Princes, they're fighting together, and they are awesome. Look at that Dragon Prince. And there's a dragon back there. Hey, that was cool. Let's see. Imrik has 79 kills. The Warden has 21 kills. We've pushed in now. They're nearly all done for. We'll zoom out real quick and just have a look. My spears have charged in. The Warden is still attacking. Chocolat has 18 kills. We've got over here for Imrik, 87 kills. The Talons of Evries, they're charging in too. My spears are also fighting. And they're also being hit from Dragon Princes from behind. Revenge came swiftly and without mercy. Now we're going to have Liliana chase after the gyrocopters to prevent their damage, but they have all broken. The battle is now over, and we have won! You've done it, Imrik. You've done it. Now over here, let's see. What can I do? The Dragon Prince Imrik has got some more work to do. I defeated 1 army, and that was awesome, but we've got more to defeat. Let's move on down. I can't go that way. That way would take way too long. I'm building up a new army now as we speak. Would it take a few... No, these would cost way too much. I want to, but that would cost way too much. Instead, I've got to have some basic spearmen to hold up my lines. Got some down here too. There we go. It'll be a lot of spearmen. They're just meant to kind of hold things up for me. Now, we've got some new levels to use. Let's see, I'm going to give you Blade Shield. Take that for 1. And over here is Loliana. Now for Loliana, I give you Scouting. I don't have much more to give you, do I? No, not really. So Scouting it is. Level 19. Alright. I could give you your Great Eagle, but your Chariot feels needed. For now, it feels needed. Let's see over here. You've got plenty of stuff. You are doing fine. We've collected many dragons. We have more to collect. Silver Road over here is just building up. We're bothering our foes. Caledor is somehow net neutral over there to the west. I need to make more money from them anyway. And now we just need to end our turn again. There's not too much more for me to do. I have 1 army. We conquered some incredible stuff. I've got my Phoenix Crown on my head. 812 for weapon strength. 117 for my charge bonus. Flammable. Flaming attacks. Plenty of anti-large. So now we just have to conquer downwards. They'll have some land up north, and they'll probably be able to recruit from that. Red Peaks. But it'll take me way too long to conquer through that. So I'm coming down over here. 1 settlement lost. Okay. We took Karagdron. I just had to auto-resolve that one. Now we're moving down to Iron Rock. As I told you before, if they're going to take lands from me, I'll be taking lands from them too. It'll probably cause me to suffer even more than them. Wow, is that your garrison? Really? That's a crazy garrison. I'm just going to occupy. Fortunately, we're able to replenish all right. Now, I'm going to build over here a watchtower. Karagdron doesn't have that opportunity. We'll destroy the craftsman. Sorry, craftsman. And I've got Fire Prince Melboros over here. Thorgrim was able to take Mount Greyhag. He just settled in. Thankfully, they're not burning those down, so I can retake them. Well, then again, it would still be reduced to like a lower tier, so not great. All right, take a chariot. Warden Solkarian is going to move in towards another enemy, I think. We're going to try to take out at least 1 settlement over here. That way, once we meet in the middle, we can continue to move. Warvor Granite Hand is on his own. And what's over here? Imrik, you gained a new level. Good. Heroic Killing Blow. I'm going to give you hard to hit instead. 93 melee defense. A big dragon, but hard to hit. Incredibly hard to hit. Okay. After that, for the Warden, I'm going to give him Blade Master. His, not weapon attack, but melee attack is so low that I should probably begin to focus on that, huh? Probably a good idea. All right, so after that, we can end our turn again. We've got a lot of conquering to do. We're just conquering each other's lands, and it's really grotesque, but it must be done. We've got a new turn, and we're very close to Karagdraz, which has a gold mine. That could fund my war effort. But here comes another army. Oh, man, you're kidding me. Another army? Okay. We'll have to make do. Fire Prince, let's go to Black Iron Mine. We'll take care of that one. Brumbrindle's back. Oh, that's a big ol' army, too. I wonder if I could beat that one. I don't know. Maybe I can. Not really too sure. We don't have the most elite army in the world in that stack. And what's over here? Chariots. I only have a few of those. Let's come over here and get something new. Here we go. Cheaper buildings. I want those for now. I need more money. I don't have a lot of money as it currently stands. All right, so I've got to go either to Karagdraz. If I want to do that, I've got to go take Black Iron Mine. So they're putting me in quite the predicament, as I've got to go back to and hold on to lands I've just conquered. They'll probably just like underway over somewhere else. It's crazy how much they have. It really is. So he's still chilling out. He's at level 17. He's fairly strong. Another settlement upgrade. Okay, Flayed Rock. I'll upgrade you. Actually, I've got to save my money. I don't know what I might need to react to. Let's go fight a new battle, and hopefully the Fire Prince can do something incredible. We do have 1 dragon. That should at least help a little bit. It is now time for the Fire Prince to move out again. He has no mount yet, but he does have a Tormentor's Sword. What are we going to do today to beat them? We're going to concentrate our attacks. We're going to utilize what we can to destroy their ranged advantages. And I've got 1 dragon, Brewer, Protector of Life. Pretty decent dragon. Let's have a look over here at our army and see what type of stats and bonuses that we have as we go into the fight. So over here we just have our martial prowess, 52 melee defense, which is pretty good. And by the way, what a visually impressive army to watch. It's a fairly dark day, but that's all right. Not every day needs to be bright. Oh, but look at that. That view. Oh, no, that's really cool. We've got so many different lands to pile up on. And today's a day where we're going to see it all through. These enemies of ours. What are they doing? Right now, we have Warden Solkarian. He's charging in, going after a group of Thunderers. Of course, Brewer had his own breath attack, killing some of these Longbeards. 23 kills, so not a lot of kills. It's more about what you're able to do to weaken them. Unfortunately, their ranged attacks are sufficient at just breaking down the Warden. Their cannons already have 25 kills. That's why we've got to focus on them. I'm going to focus my ranged attacks on them. So here, I've got a lot of spearmen. I'm going to use those spearmen. On my left flank, what do I have? I've got my Shadow Warriors. I've got some Talons, too. My Regiment of Renowned Archers. I've got some Standard Archers. A lot of those. A missile strength of 26 total. My spearmen, they're going to do some damage. And, of course, I've got those Handmaidens of the Everqueen. They're focusing on these Thunderers and dealing some nice damage. At least they did whenever they weren't moving. So now let's go after these cannon crews. We'll go over their formation in just a moment. We just need to look at what's happening over here. Oh no. Oh no. My spears are all here. What are you going to do, cannon crew? Just get shot the hell up. They've lost one cannon. So look at that. I've got my shield wall. My proper spear wall is arrayed. So they're going to charge in very soon. We've got the Prince who's already charging out there. I wanted him to keep Grombrindle busy. He won't be able to beat them, but he can keep him busy. The Warden's over here fighting a bunch of Longbeards. He took some damage. Brewer's using another breath attack, hitting some of these dwarves. And so here they come in right now. They're all charging in. The War of the Beard continues, and there will be no end in sight anytime soon. Get your beards bloody, he said. That is exactly what is happening today. What a battle, though. I'm telling you, you won't see a war like this for a very long time. The fact that I can even have that is incredible. But I've got the Phoenix Crown. I might not be the Phoenix King, but I've got a crown. So you tell me what's what. Okay. If you look over here, the gyrocopters are being focused on. So now they're all crashing down. They're down. We're focusing on everyone who's in the rear. Our Prince is still fighting. He's fighting right now a Thane, a Runesmith, and Grombrindle. That's way too much to fight alone. And I've got my gray Shadow Warriors over here. They're attacking some Quarrelers. I've got some Longbeards to focus on. My Swordmasters unfortunately took a lot of damage before they even got over there into the fight. Our Spearmen are holding. A few Gruesers are really taking more damage, but that's bound to happen. It does happen. It will happen more and more. The Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, they're still fighting too. We're doing what we can to stop our enemies right now. And here's a battle that's happening between these two. My spears hold. Let's go look on the right flank. The Warden won his fight. There's a few Longbeards who are trying to move behind us right now. I've got my Scions of Mathlin who are charging in. They have 4 kills. The Warden is still attacking. He's got 73 kills. So the Prince will have to run back very soon. Oh, those Handmaidens, they are destroying these Thunderers right now. The War of the Beard. The Prince is having to pull back now. I love what he's wearing. He is so damn cool looking. I'd follow him. And then steal his gear and lead his legions. Alright. The Swordmasters, again, will probably get eliminated here. They are taking way too much damage, but it's too late. We can't pull them back. They just need to fight. I've got my gray over here, my Shadow Warriors, my Regiment of Renown. They're attacking these Longbeards, just trying to help out. I'm going to focus some volleys over here later, but let's see what they can do. They're doing what they can. All right, I'm going to zoom out and just kind of go over what's happening. Brewer is currently flying through the back. We've got some more of these Quarrelers to kill. They've got some great weapons. I'm focusing what volleys I can on those who remain back here. There's another Dragon's Breath attack. Killing some miners. They are now terrified. We do cause a lot of terror to dwarves, so that's a really powerful thing that we have through the Prince. The Warden is charging in again. You can see what he's doing right over here. Getting some nice kills. And let's see. My Talons of Tor Caledor have 53 kills. They're hitting some Longbeards. They have shields, and there will be some friendly fire. The Longbeards over here have, let's see, 65 kills. They are being helped out by the Prince now. He's got some poison attacks and magical attacks too, so that makes him pretty strong. And a Tormentor Sword as well. The Warden has over 100 kills. We've beaten some Longbeards. We're now pushing up. The Warden is crashing through them again. Imrik has come over here for one purpose, to complete his own oath of vengeance. It's not just the dwarves who have their own grudges. Even Imrik can have one or two. We will not be diminished. In fact, the age of the elf is not yet done. So often is a story told that our time of stewardship has ended. No, we are long-lived. Rekindle your passion. Let your spirits grow. Have more children. Expand. Build new colonies. Fight. Do what you can. That's what we're going to do, all of us here. And so, we zoom out again. Let's have a look. The Warden is still attacking over here. He's got 130 kills. We've got 2 groups of spears fighting one group of Longbeards who have over 30 kills. Brewer is attacking a group of Longbeards. Brewer has over 100 kills already, so pretty good. We're now attacking more Longbeards, focusing what's left of our arrows. Even my archers who are out of arrows are going to charge in. They've got to. My poor Swordmasters, they were surrounded. They got 100 kills. The Grey are now charging too. The very hard to see Grey. Aren't they cool looking though? I like their uniforms. Very Grey. Okay, 74 kills, 70 kills, 62 kills from the Everqueen's Court Guards. Sorry, the Sisters of Avalorn, whatever. You know what I mean. Brewer has 149 kills. The Warden has 150. He's competing with a damn dragon. Solcarion's tough, man. Ooh! Nice attack. We're just going the full Hobbit on them. Eat some Smaug. Smog. Smogy? Smogericious? So we've got Grombrindle over here, 55 kills. The Science of 18 kills. Yeah, Longbeards are probably going to beat me in any melee fight. They have 42 weapon strength. 42. They have a lot more. A lot more than what we have. But that's okay. I've got more archers. I took out their ranged component early. So now we're just going to attack those who are wavering and exhausted. They're fairly exhausted as it is, as it stands currently. They're low in number. The Sisters are now attacking. The dragon is now here. And that's a lot of dead enemies. A beautiful, momentous job for everyone involved. The dwarfs are falling apart. The spears are holding strong. There's very few left. We can even zoom out again. It's been a very long battle. My battles today have not been short. I'm playing in vanilla. I'm using like mods of various types to add in like new units and all that. But in terms of balance, I'm playing in vanilla, so to have it last so long is actually pretty impressive. Vanilla's gotten much better. Magic feels good. Like, it actually feels really solid. I'm not disappointed in vanilla. That's what I'm trying to say. And I've been let down by vanilla balance for a long time, but now it's actually feeling really, really good to where I'm having epic battles without having to really do too much to rebalance it all. So that's my opinion. That's my take. All right, Spearman, you're at 60 kills. You've killed a few. Good job. What's over here? A runesmith. Then Grim Tideson. What a name. Brewer has 154 kills. We're still trying to break that runesmith. It looks like they're finally breaking now. They have less than 300. I have less than 1,000. Who's over here? More Longbeards. We have some miners who are moving in. I'm just out of arrows. So we're just having to scrap now. It's scrapping time. Grombrindle has nearly 100 kills, though. That crazy damn dwarf has so many kills currently. Oh, getting him is going to be a nightmare, but we're still doing it. He's damaging Brewer, but Brewer doesn't care that much. Brewer's okay. I could zoom out and you could just have a nice overview of what's happening in the battle. We've got so many units who are coming back. That Thane is pretty scared. The Warden has over 200 kills. Go Chariots! Keep in mind, he's got that ward save. I got a very good Warden, a noble, but I call all my nobles for the High Elves Wardens. Sentinels, Wardens, I always have titles for them. I don't know why. I find it very easy to do for the High Elves. The Swordmasters, 5 left. I mean, they still got more kills. They were still fighting till the very end. They might get wiped out, but they didn't give up. Oh, they got that one. And so the battle is over. We have defeated the dwarves. We may now move on. Oh, check out that charge. It's over for them. Goodbye, Grombrindle. Goodbye. There we go. That was a victory. It was costly, but we won it. Alright, I've got to get some replenishment going because another army could pop by at any moment, and I need anyone who's able to come help now. Alright, so I can afford 2 more units. I'm going to take those 2 right away. Ooh. They actually made the Pigeon Plucker Pendant better, plus 3% to hit points. Yeah. I made it a lot better. Okay, so we did that. Let's buff up our infantry. I'm going to focus on doing that for now. And what else can I give you? Can I give you anything at all? Is there anything I can do for you? Not really, no. Dang. Yeah, there's really not a lot. That's a shame. I mean, he's got his Tormentor Sword. That's for, let's see, affects enemies in range. Target if flying unit. Gotcha. Let's see here. Here's your pennant. Here's your Scarecrow banner. -8 to leadership. That could actually help out a lot. I mean, he causes terror when fighting against dwarves, so that does help out. But we took Black Iron Mine. They have corrupt draws and a lot of artillery. If they bring in another army, he's done for. So hopefully that won't happen. And we've got another army over here. So let's end our turn now and see what we can do. Got some money left, but I've got to save it up. King is now moving over to the west, so I've got to move quickly. All right, I brought the Dragon Prince back down. She's level 31. My god, so much experience. I'll give her scouting, level 3, and we're about to go into battle again. I know we're focusing so much on the battles today, but we gonna have to. I don't really have a choice. Oh, wow. She came back. It's crazy the back and forth war they've been having. Holy crap, dude. They just keep on fighting. Look at that. Ownership just keeps being changed up. Tyrion, do your job. Thought you were the shield here. It's a lot of greenskins. They're not attacking me yet. Probably Skaven up here in that little pocket. Last defenders are pushing out. Tomb Queen's doing fine. She owns... Oh, man, Dragon Isles would have been great for me, but she took it. I don't think it would have made a lot of money, but it would have been nice to have, I think. All right, let's see. Fire Prince, you'll be waiting there. I'm now moving out over here to attack Ulrich. Ulrich. Anyway, we're going to go fight him. Yeah, I've got to fight him traditionally, because if I try to just auto-resolve it, I'll lose too much. But if I actually fight him traditionally, I might not lose nearly as many, because I've got so many dragons. I'm going to go get his gyrocopters. He's got a lot of ranged units, which is really my issue. Armor-piercing ranged units and all. But let's go fight a battle, because Imrik is not going to lose today. I hope not. So I've got some tactical changes here for this battle. I'm hiding... Excuse me, I'm not hiding. I'm currently placed behind a hill. I don't want their artillery to hit me. Again, I'm going to use my dragons. They cannot see my archers over here. They are shadow warriors. They are hidden away. I'm going to use them later. My right flank, I've got Anzu and Shakolot. And we've also got Liliana and over here, Imrik. So what are we going to do? Well, I think that's very obvious. Piercing bolts of burning, I'm going to use it twice. One from Imrik, one from Liliana. It's about to rain on top of these dwarves. We got one cannon. But that's what we've got to do today. We've got to use all of our Dragon Breath attacks. We've got to make sure that we hit them fast and hard. It's time for some Dragon Breath attacks, I think. Still targeting that cannon crew. Oh! And so the dwarves died. My other dragons are on the way too. My shadow warriors will flank and hopefully get rid of a gyrocopter or maybe even some of their ranged units who are attacking back. I got one cannon crew. That's gone now. Over here, we've got more to destroy. A double stream. We crossed streams. Holy crap, that was perfectly timed. We got over here a nearly destroyed cannon crew. They have 3 left currently, so they're not done yet. More piercing bolts of burning. We're hitting some of their thunderers. The dwarf warriors, too, that have great weapons. And let's see. We've got 16 kills, 56 kills. Everyone is pulling back currently. The thunderers over here have 0 kills. Of course, because they're only shooting at dragons. I'm still letting these guys wait over there. They're going to move in later. I want them to stay hidden. Otherwise, they'll be focused upon. Now, they are getting some cannon attacks over here still. They're Arcanos. How the hell are they Arcanos? I have no idea, actually, but somehow they're getting hits over here. More piercing bolts of burning. Just look at the havoc that I'm able to wreak with my freaking dragons here. Now, you could have more dragons if you want to and probably do fairly well. I think if you want to not lose land, you need to divide them up. Like, I could have Brewer here, but Brewer changed a lot for army number 2. So yes, it could feasibly work, but having one army is not great whenever you've got a foe that has the underway. Here comes another breath attack. And another one over there. Oh my god, this has been one of the coolest fights ever. Look at what they're having to fight right now. Just so many dragons. So many dragons. The War of the Beard is not yet over. And so, we need to zoom out. The dragons are all grouping up. Warden Calendris is close by. I've got my Lothern Seaguard attacking. They don't have a lot of kills. They're not going to get a lot of kills, not here. We're just getting some hits on these Longbeards. The Warden is moving in. He's going to take some damage. They still do have a cannon crew back there. My dragons are now operating again. Bombing their own. Interesting choice. Okay. Some piercing bolts of burning to finish off some more of these guys. That was pretty sweet, huh? Now the dragons are charging in. So my new goal, outside of using a fiery convocation to hit some of them and a burning head, is to engage as many of their ranged units as possible. Piercing bolts of burning. I mean, that is apocalyptic for a bunch of these guys. I use that Vine Dragon Scale from Liliana to keep them immobilized and debuffed. Shakalot has the Dragon Horn also helping out. I mean, that's applied to all of my units. Imrik now has 144 for charge bonuses. Over here, we have Anzu chasing after some gyrocopters. All of my units are now moving in. The spears are moving in. I've got the Dragon Princess on my left flank. I've got over here my Lothern Seaguard as well. And over to the right, I've got my Talons of Evris and also my War Lions. They're moving in. And I've got my Shadow Warriors now moving in from the rear. They're finally moving in. They're able to move and attack. Incredibly hard to see. Incredibly hard to deal with. And so there we go. Yeah, you throw your purses. That's going to melt their own units too. It didn't really do a lot to her. Fire damage, she's not very worried about fire damage. And look at all my elves now charging in. Spears, talons, white lions. Got dragons for days. I'm going to be dragging them through the mud. Boom. Gyrocopters. These can't shoot and move from behind, so they're just going to have to get chased away to the corner of the map. Shakalot's going after their lord. My War Lions are now going after Thunderers. Imrik is over here doing what Imrik does best. And let's see. Liliana has 74 kills. We've got our Longbeards who have no kills. Because, I mean, we've got the Warden who's got 49 already. My Dragon Princes have surrounded their Longbeards over here. They're now shattered. We've won the battle. The battle's now over. And we have won again. A decisive victory. Okay, we're going to force labor every time. Work for me, dwarfs. Work it. All right, so we beat them. That means we can at least move up. If they want to attack me, let them come attack me. But I don't want them to bypass me and go after my good buddy over to the east. He's filled up, though. Like, he's good to go. I could actually bring him back to Crookback. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go watch out for Crookback. I'm having to navigate only 2 armies, but it's actually going okay, which makes me nervous. All right, I'm going to spend some money to upgrade that capital. Let's now get ready for another battle, probably very soon. Calendros, I'll give you Blade Master because you need more melee attack. And we're now going to end our turn. It's been a savage war, but at least it's not insurmountable. I mean, look at what I've conquered so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 locations. They've conquered for me, what, 2? Ooh, good job. You got 2. So far, the campaign has been a success. The dwarves are largely broken, but they will hold out. They're known to be durable. But even the hardest stone can be cracked. We will continue our War of the Beard when we return. Thank you for watching.